Can I build the biggest farm in Roblox?
What is the coolest ability in Anime Odyssey?
Today we talk Overlook Bay 2, Anime Odyssey, and so much more.
My name is Tyson, and as many of you know, Anime Odyssey has been in development for a while now.
And we're close to getting to the release date of the game. We just don't have a date set in stone just yet.
But that's just to fix bugs. Make any small adjustments to skills, just polish.
Players will start out in the character creation screen, choosing different body types, gear, and clothing to really immerse yourself in the Anime Odyssey universe.
We're also bringing a rebirth system to the game, allowing players to restart their progress while still retaining important things like clothing, abilities, ancients, and mythic weapons.
And just in case you missed last episode, abilities are powers that can be used to damage the evil Revan's minions.
I'm just gonna say it. Our team really killed it with the abilities this time.
I mean, 100%. They really killed it. They killed it.
They really did.
Last time we spoke about cool abilities like Aura Wave and Katana Wave Slash, but as you progress through the game, players will have the ability to learn about ancient powers, unlocking cooler moves to use against Revan's minions.
Ancients are another way players can get a hand when battling against Revan's forces. Ancients help buff attacks, damage, speed, and ability powers.
So it sounds like finding the right combination of ancients will be key to progressing through the game.
Exactly, but going back to the rebirth system, as players earn more rebirths, they unlock exclusive abilities, ability slots, weapons, ancients, and more.
Whoa, having more ability slots sounds so game-changing. Imagine a bunch of Revan's minions crowding around you, the world begins to feel really small, and you think to yourself, like, is this it? Will I ever make it back? Was this journey worth it? Especially if it all ends right here and you have no more abilities left. What do you do?
How did you get out of it?
Well, at the last minute, I remember the final thing my father said to me, which was, when in doubt, use Babylon's Fall ability.
Babylon's Fall ability? Your dad said that to you?
Yeah, what can I say? My father was very smart.
Well, sure, but...
Development on Overlook Bay 2 has been chugging along. Zach has been hosting his show, Keeping Up with the Bay, spilling tea like crazy.
For one, that's not what the show is called.
Oh, it should be.
And second, Overlook Bay 2 is getting farming.
Now, I know Zach covered it in Keeping Up with the Bay, but that doesn't mean I don't want to talk about it. I want to talk about it.
In the first episode of Overlook First Look, he discussed things like the reworking of the old housing system to better fit with farming.
And while we'll see the return of pets, which, Zach talked about in this week of
Overlook First Look.
Well, I mean, that's what I was gonna say, sorry.
Well, he spoke about pets this week.
Here's the thing, since we are adding such game-changing features like farming, some of the old ways of doing things are gonna have to be adapted.
For example, houses will now have a back door that leads to player farms.
The farm is in its own instance, meaning that players will be transferred to a new world that gives them the space they'll need to create their own dream farm.
Wow. Players will begin with a broken down farm, and as they gain more experience and funds, will be able to slowly fix it up.
Not only will players be able to plant a variety of crops, they'll also have the ability to own and raise farm animals like chickens, cows, and sheep.
And I didn't want to say it right away, but we gotta talk about that money you can make from farming. And I didn't want to say it right away, but we gotta talk about that money you can make from farming.
Oh, I love money.
Oh yeah, me too.
I feel like we both, that's what we relate on a lot. And like we said earlier, as players gain more experience farming, the products they harvest will only increase in value.
So Clyde Organic will pay me more based on the quality of the products I give them?
No.
Oh, well that's...
I'm joking, exactly. But more on those details later. We recently had the pleasure of talking to Andy, a developer on the project, about his work on the pet system. Thanks, Drew. We're down here with Andy in the pit, and we have a few questions about the development of Overlook Bay. So, I have some questions here. Right, Andy?
We're working on Overlook?
What everyone wants to know right now is everything pets. So what are some of the changes that we're seeing from Overlook Bay 1 to Overlook Bay 2 with the pet system?
Well, first, the pet pod mechanic, it's completely changed. It looks way smoother. I rigged it, animated it, and we just have more options on how the pet hatch is gonna work. Besides that, the pet system itself is gonna run much smoother than ever before. It's more optimized. Maybe we'll add more options to interact with your pet, but we'll leave that for the near future. Spoilers.
Let's move on to farming, which is the newest, most different, most game-changing feature that we've been adding. How is farming changing the way people interact with their housing?
Your housing is gonna be a separate instance. So you're gonna load into your interior house where you have the options to like edit your house, place stuff down, change walls, all that good stuff. But you also have that option to go through the back door, which will lead you to another instance, which would be the farming / the garden area. And there you could take care of your crops, animals.
Can you tell us about some of those animals?
No.
Okay, there's cows. That's all I know.
You can milk.
I didn't know that.
That's pretty cool.
Andy, thank you so much for this interview. It's been really nice to talk to you, and I can't wait to check in more about Overlook Bay. Now, back to you, Drew.
Thanks, Drew.
You're welcome.
Oh, when did you get here?
I've always been here. I've been everywhere. I'm omnipresent. Anyways,
I was in the bathroom. Well, I guess that's all we have for today.
remember to like, subscribe, and follow all of our socials. You can find the links to everything Wonderworks down below. And
we'll see
we'll see
the Wonderverse.
Verse.
Bye.
Bye, everyone.
I'm Tyson.
You gotta slam a part of the monkey on the table.
Oh, Lord.